There is a strange kind of person who doesn't really want you close, but becomes uncomfortable when you become unavailable. They can ignore you for weeks. Then suddenly, "Hey, how have you been?" No explanation. No real conversation. Just enough contact to remind you they're still there. You might think they missed you, but wait. What happens when you respond? The urgency disappears. The conversation becomes ordinary. Sometimes they disappear again, until the next time you pull away. And that's where our investigation begins, because this pattern isn't limited to friendships. It can happen at work, in families, among classmates, in business, even between people who barely know each other. The relationship changes depending on one thing: your availability. When you're always there, they barely notice. When you're busy, independent, or emotionally distant, suddenly they notice everything. Your absence, your silence, your attention, your usefulness, and sometimes even your approval. But here's the first question. Do they actually value you, or do they value having access to you? Those are not the same thing. Imagine someone who rarely checks whether you're okay, but the moment they need advice, a favor, information, an introduction, transportation, support, or simply someone to listen, they know exactly who to call. You help. The situation ends, and so does their interest, until the next need. Now imagine something different. You stop answering immediately. You become busy. You stop volunteering. You stop explaining yourself. You don't announce that you're leaving. You simply become less available. And suddenly, their behavior changes. Are you okay? You don't talk anymore. You've changed. What happened to you? Notice something. They may not be asking, "How can I be better for you?" They may be asking, "Why can't I reach you like before?" That's a very different question. And this is where people often misread the situation. They assume increased attention means increased care. But attention can have different motives. Sometimes it's genuine concern. Sometimes it's curiosity. Sometimes it's fear of losing a connection. Sometimes it's convenience. And sometimes it's about control, not necessarily some calculated, sinister plan. Control can be much quieter than that. It's knowing that if you call, someone will answer. If you need something, someone will help. If you're lonely, someone will listen. If you need reassurance, someone will provide it. Your availability becomes a psychological safety net, and the person may not even realize they're using you that way. But there's another possibility. Validation. Some people don't need you in their everyday life. They need evidence that they still